Somebody driving back and forth real fast. Yeah, you're right. Welcome back to M Hood Fishing. Would you believe it that I'm at the same spot I was at last night? I'm just getting an earlier start with my friend Karen. We thought, wow, let's see if we can do the same, but it's not going to be the same. I'll show you why. Oh, I did not see what broke the water there and there. We might still be able to fish this, but will we catch sockeye? Because you see where this big one is, this big bit of hyacinth? That's the area. It's sitting over the area where we were picking them up, where I was catching them from. But when I got here last night, most of this was on that side, and it got sucked back here. You just had a bite?
Yeah, I just had a fish on. It was small. Came off.
Well, that's promising. I'm just gonna try this side for the moment because it's the prettiest looking side with the sunset, which is going to be gone real soon. One thing I noticed right off, and I was wondering if that was going to happen. I'm too deep under this cork. This hyacinth forced me to fish a little further back where the depth changes. It gets a little shallow, so pick a different depth. It's pretty possible that I could still pick up a sockeye here. Did you get one? Gotcha. Ah! Yeah, he got off. I think that was a sockeye. Gotcha. It's fighting pretty good. What do I got? Oh, yes. Yes, I can still get them over here, but as I lose light, it's going to get tricky. And if they, right now, they seem to be really close in there, which is good. But if they change their position as we get into the dark, and they're more underneath the hyacinth or closer to it, the only trouble that I could end up having, or anyone else fishing right there, is the loss of jigs and corks to that hyacinth. For the moment, I think it's still doable, though it's not going to last. I need to get the ring light together. Oh, yeah, see, I see fish movement in here. And at first I was like, is that sockeye or shoe pick or gar or bass? Could be a bunch of different things rather than just sockeye. But missed a sockeye, caught a sockeye from the same spot, and he's just the other side of here. Maybe see right in front of you where it goes shallow, see if they're coming back and forth. Gotcha. Oh, that's a lot smaller. There's a lot of fish right in front of me at the moment. And by the way, I'm not using nibbles. Everything's without a nibble right now. I love that. If you watched yesterday's video where I ate the crappie eggs, it's the same jig. It's a 148 ounce jig head, in case you didn't watch that video, and it's just a avocado chartreuse tube. lighter jig head, slower drop, because they seem to be getting it on the drop. Whenever I jerk on the cork like that, that causes that jig to fly up in the water column, and then it drops slower, giving them time to see it and react. These mosquitoes are bad tonight. Maybe it's just because we showed up right at sunset. That's why. It makes me nervous to set the ring light up right now, because I'm just gonna increase the amount of mosquitoes that are bothering me. Unless you come over here and stand next to me. Okay. He said no. Ah, I just missed another one. I think I've figured something out, Kieran. Whenever I get the cork like real close to the choke line in here by me, or right up on it, I get a hit. They're right around the weed line. It's not a big one again. This one is definitely not going home. He's way too small for sure. It's a chicken in the pot kind of night, so I don't need to be taking shorties home. Not that kind of shorty anyway. Yeah, they're real close to that choke line. See, the water just got disturbed just past. I don't know if you saw it, but I'm seeing telltale Sakale disturbances. And we're getting to that point where I'm going to need either the headlamp out or the ring light. I did bring that tonight because I can't really see enough to like confidently. Well, I got it over there, but I'm losing the ability to see, and probably if I don't increase my ability to see, I will end up losing this still jigging cork. Here's my fourth fish coming in. Still it. Did you? All right, Kieran's getting some action over there. Okay. This is number 5. Okay, number 5. Number 5 seems decent enough to go in the soft cooler. We need to, since, good thing we got number 5 at a decent size too, because now I don't have to walk over to my stuff empty-handed. I need to, I think, at least get the headlamp on. I really don't want to strike up the ring light quite yet, because for 2 reasons. The mosquitoes are going to be really bad right now, but if I wait a little bit, it won't be so bad. And if I stop fishing right now and start messing with my ring light, I'm going to lose time, because the bite is hot and heavy right now. So let's just get out the headlamp real quick, and at least that way I can keep casting into the spot without losing so much stuff. And here we go. Light, camera, action. Let's go catch more. Kieran's about to join us, and we'll probably take turns, or I'll let him have this spot where they're hidden, and I'll try out there. It seems like since I've been here, this hyacinth has moved a little further away. It hasn't it? I think it was closer, that stuff out there. Oh, what a handy dandy realization to have, or a good thing, right? You know, I might as well just bring all my stuff over here, because I gotta walk up there and again. We're at number 3 for the keeper count, and like what, 7 catches? What's going on? I'm lighting the world on fire? Not quite. Whoa! I got ghosties. Kieran still hasn't come over here. He's getting a bite here and there over there where he's at. But my goodness, we're cooking with propane over here. I can see the cork better now with my headlamp.
Oh yeah, it's better than I thought.
It's improved since we got here.
It has?
Yeah,
When I first walked over here, it was way more choked up than this.
the hyacinths moved out.
That's where you've been getting your bites all right there?
Over there, yeah. But I was saying earlier to the camera, to the
out here.
I was saying to the people that as everything shifts, like what my worry is or concern, as we lose more light and it gets later, these fish may shift out further in front of us. And I was worried then that we wouldn't be able to fish this where they were because that hyacinth was in the way. But look, that stuff is not in the way anymore. So how beautiful is this? Last night it took forever, it felt, just to get to this particular spot where we were standing. We were dicking around at other places, and then we got here, and I think we just showed up
At the tail end of it.
at the tail end of the bite.
We got out here later yesterday too.
We did. I just missed one. It had like a little hit. My cork swirled, and I haven't had to put nibbles on yet.
Oh, I have one on.
Yeah, but it's been on fire without the nibbles. I love that. Can't stand it when you spend money on everything, the rod, the reel, the line, the jigs, the baits, but no, you got to buy a little something else to put on the hook. I mean, it's just sometimes when you're crappie fishing, he kicked up some water.
Yeah, buddy, finally.
That's with a nibble.
Yeah, that's with a nibble.
Ooh, is that 4-pound test you're rocking?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice one. Oh!
That's okay. Let him go. I was gonna let him go anyway.
I could have reached down there and grabbed him. He just
He stayed there for a while.
Ooh, the guard he freezed up like Mitch McConnell for a second.
Let that one go. I'll get good karma and catch more.
Yeah. It sounds like 20 or 30 vehicles backing up at once in the distance.
Yeah.
You hear all that beeping? It's that bus depot that's over there.
Busy evening.
Dude, every time. I need to just dispatch them so we don't have such a spooky tote back there. It's like ghosties. Haunted soft cooler bag.
EKG name?
Yeah, I just have a knife with me. I don't have the tool. Number 2 for Kieran.
Finally redeeming myself. Not a bad one.
Yeah, there's bigger, you know,
Yeah.
in here. The one that you dropped was a little bigger than that.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a good little bit bigger than that. At least I'm catching. I hardly even had a bite last night. I didn't understand it. It was just one of those things, you know.
Even when you, well, you started to get a couple of bites when you switched to the 164, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they tried to.
Like, I just lucked out last night with the 116 Roadrunner, and then nothing after that. So it's like, I need to switch to a lighter jig, and I put the lighter jig head on, and all of a sudden, I just missed one. I'm still not rocking out nibbles. I'm wondering if we're getting into that territory though, where to increase the catch ratio, gonna have to start. Oh, you got one coming in. You know, sometimes in the past when Kieran and I would come out sac-a-lait fishing at sunset, we wouldn't do very good until like it got to about 9 or 10 o'clock, right?
Yeah, that was like earlier in the year.
Yeah. Oh, you mean earlier in the season?
In the season, right.
Not, yeah, like you're talking last fall.
Yeah.
For the, oh. And this is late February. Almost March.
I think they're in full spawn right now.
Maybe. We've had some brutal cold fronts. Arctic blast cold fronts. But we've also had, after that one, there we go, after that one Arctic blast we had, you remember, we had like a couple, 1 or 2 decent sessions, right, on sac-a-lait, and then for a lot of people, oh, this is a nice one, look at that. For a lot of people, the bite just died. Like, the bite disappeared from a lot of shallow spots and then reappeared, not too good, but did reappear at places like this where there's deep water close at hand. Like right now, 4 to 6 feet is our range, our depth that we're fishing in front of us, but it changes.
Right over here might be even shallower.
Yeah, right where this cut is, where I was catching earlier and before that we lost the light, that's shallower. That's why I changed my depth. But out in front where he's catching, 4 to 6 feet. And as you go to the left, like sharp to the left on the other side of Kieran, it shallows up. And that's a good flat, right? This area is a good flat of that depth range. But further out, this borrow pit is like 12 feet or deeper. And then the borrow pit that it links to over here, what, like 18 to 20?
Yeah, like 16 to 18.
16 to 18. And the bayou, or the canal that these fish sometimes get caught in, that this water links to, doesn't have a lot of generous depths like that. In some places maybe 10 or 12, but for this whole system, these borrow pits have the most generous depths.
Right, and it's directly connected.
Directly connected. So we always find sac-a-lait here more times than we find them anywhere else. Sometimes of the year they leave and they go adventuring to other places, and they may hang out in some of those places for a while, but this is what you'd call their year-round home, because this is going to always hold the water temperature they prefer because of its generous depth. All right, I'm gonna stop yakking. I don't have far to go, just turn around. We got number 4. I don't know if this is a fish. Yeah, I didn't even see my I could not see my cork from so far away. What do you think of that, Kieran?
Nice.
Don't he look a little shy of the others?
And that's a good thing if that's one of the smaller ones we're catching.
He's not very big. He's compared to the others in the tote, he's shy in size. I've got 4. I'm not greedy. I'm not trying to go home with, like, the bag limit here is very generous.
Yeah.
But way too much for me. Like, I don't need that many fish tonight.
And that also, keep in mind, 2 out of 3 took home last night had eggs.
Yeah.
So you don't want to take too much while they have eggs.
That's correct. Those eggs were tasty. They were kind of just slightly grittier than grits, but not to the point where it was like a negative thing.
No fishy flavor?
No. You know how, are you familiar with roe, like when you're getting sushi or something?
Mm-hmm.
It does not have an ocean flavor or a fishy flavor. I did not taste anything fishy about them. They tasted like what we call dirty scrambled eggs with some salt and pepper, right?
Did they look appetizing when they were cooked?
Yeah. It looked like scrambled eggs in little sacks, because I kept them in the sacks. I did rinse them before I cooked them. I rinsed them. Oh, we got one coming out.
Oh, it came off. That was a big one.
Yeah, he was moving some water. I rinsed them gently, right? Gently, because if you have too much water pressure when you're rinsing them, here we go, right in front of me. Oh, this one's fighting like crazy. If you rinse them too aggressively, you're gonna rinse the eggs away out of the sack. He hit hard and heavy, and he's not very big. I don't know if I'm gonna keep more, guys. We're definitely gonna catch more. I got 4 nice ones. It was like we're on a slam fest.
I only got 2 on the end.
I still say we are on a slam fest because you're standing right next to me. You want to switch spots?
Yeah.
You're doing pretty good over there. I mean, I'm not finding so much a bite where I was earlier. They've moved out from that area. They might still be there. Let's see.
Or you picked them all off from right there.
Maybe I did. It's not like when you're doing catch and release that they go right back to where you caught them from. Maybe there are species that might do that, but in most cases, once you let them go, they spook off and end up somewhere else. You see them eyes now?
No, I can't see. I'm just at a different angle.
They can't see them either, but he just winked at me. There's 2 of them now, 2 eyes, not 2 sets, but 2 eyeballs staring at me from over there, and he winked at me. It's not that raccoon from last night. I was turning around, make sure he ain't trying to steal shit. He was trying to, open the zippers on backpacks last night. And yeah, there was no bite over there. I think they've moved out in front of us, and that hyacinth just keeps retreating from us, which is good. Oh! Did your cork come over to me? No, okay, I see it now. Is that a pacu?
No, it's a bluegill.
Oh, it is. Oh, holy smokes! Look at the size of it too.
That's like the one I caught in that burrow pit I was telling you about.
Oh, I bet that's gonna be tasty.
You want it?
No.
Do a comparison.
No, you can, if you're not keeping, you're gonna let it go.
That is big.
Nice though.
Is there another little bluegill? It's a little
No,
crappie.
little crappie. Some small ones came out of here last. Oh, that is. I didn't bother to look. Look at that, guys. Wow. They're coming out dwarfed.
Someone flipped the light switch.
Well, that's what happened last night. Caught some nice ones, and all of a sudden, bunch of little ones. But this is more intense today. More catches, of nice ones and more catches of little ones. It's probably because by luck we got here right as the bite was starting, right at sunset. And it's pretty ferocious, this bite. It's pretty good. I'm well pleased with it.
Yeah. Maybe they still have some bigger ones further out. We might have like picked off the bigger ones right here in the area, and now the smaller ones are having their chance at it.
Sure. I think the mosquitoes are starting to slacken off. I'm gonna go ahead and take a break, but while I'm taking a break, I'm gonna put up the ring light so we have more light than we did last night.
That's the culprit.
Small.
Yeah.
Finally, Karen is catching more than me. It's because I took so long to get that off, but he's happy to catch. But still, we're getting hit by a lot of little ones.
That's still pretty little.
It is.
Compared to all the other ones. I know plenty of people who would not say that's little and be happy to just catch that.
For some reason, all I could think of, I was in the pool.
What's that from?
Seinfeld.
Oh, shrinkage.
Oh.
That one went airborne.
It did. Oh. Trying to go weedborne too. Oh.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
Bigger than I thought.
I wonder if I should keep it because I feel like I'm good at 4. What do you think?
It's up to you. It's your
Do you want it?
I don't. I'm not keeping. Your fish, your choice.
Oh.
I missed. It was little.
Oh, I'm gonna let him go. Like I said, I'm not greedy. I think I've got what I need. And one thing you got to understand, people, is I fish so much that I can afford to do that. And when you eat wild fish like this, you really should pace yourself and not eat it every night. This is not a catch and cook video. I'm keeping fish, but I'm not eating them tonight. I'm cutting them tonight and I'm putting them up in the freezer for later. You really need to pace yourself eating wild fish. You shouldn't like eat it every day and more than once a day if you do want to like eat it every day, because you're taking in a lot of stuff that might not be good for you. But if you don't eat it every day, you pace yourself, you give your body a chance to deal with that in its time, in its own time.
Wow. I'm gonna go try the other side again.
Really?
Yeah. There's fish over there.
I know. I was just surprised. It's because you keep catching little ones, right? Oh. Oh.
Maybe not.
Ah. That was good. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Maybe you're only catching little ones because you're using nibbles.
Maybe you haven't used a nibble all night?
I've not used one. But I've been catching little ones too, so don't listen to me. But I think you've caught more. Yeah. I just lost a big one and just caught a small one. Yeah.
Not little.
Nice. They're definitely lighter in color than previously. I've already caught so many fish, I'm sitting down being lazy. At this point, it's like all catch and release for me. It's just a total slam fest. I'm having a great time. You want to see a little bit better shot of that? For a little guy, he sure is giving me a run for my money. Well, he's not that little.
Guy. Your standards are too high.
My standards. This bigger black crappie out there.
Sure.
I don't know if my standards are based on big black crappie from the past or white crappie. White crappie get a lot bigger, and there are some places you can go where the crappie, whether no matter what the species is, either white or black, they're gonna get a lot bigger because there's more food for them and more water for them to inhabit.
BBC, big black crappie.
Yeah, BBC. Oh, let me get up for a sec because see
nice
what.
One.
It's starting to happen at a slower rate, but we're still catching. Oh, that is fairly nice, Kieran.
Yeah. Not the biggest tonight, but that is a nice fish.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. So we're calling it right here. It was really fun. Super Sac-a-lait crappie slam fest. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm just like full of joy. Yeah, you're right. Hey, thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, being a subscriber, being a member of the channel, being good to your neighbor and good to yourself. And I will see you next time.